Oh, hello. Hi. Please sit down. I'll be with you in a moment, okay? Yeah, just a second. My glasses are very dirty. And if I don't clean them, I won't be able to look at you. We don't want that, do we? Of course not. Alright, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they're almost done. Okay. Sorry about that. I just needed for them to be clean. They were really, really dirty. Yeah, who likes that, right? Well, please sit down. Yeah, feel comfortable. Okay. Well, I'm very glad to see you here again. I am, really. It's been a few months since our last session, hasn't it? And I wasn't sure you were gonna pick me as your psychologist, so also thank you for that. Yeah, it's very, very nice to see you. How are you feeling lately, since we last saw each other? Okay. And what has been going on in your life? I am sure the answer is nothing. Something must have happened. I mean, the holidays just went by, and the New Year, and even Halloween. Yeah. Well, why don't we do this? Why don't you tell me? I'm gonna ask you a few questions, and I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of what has happened to you. Why don't you tell me what has been the best day out of December? The past month. Yeah, take your time, think about it. Best day, day you felt better or less bad, if you want to think about it like that. Maybe think, what day made you feel hope, or what day didn't make you feel anxious or mad or angry. Okay, well, I'm just reminding you, in case you forgot, I will be writing everything down, not because I'm not paying attention to you, it's more because I want to remember key points in our conversations so that I can go back to them in later sessions, or just keep like a good understanding of what we're talking about and who you are and what your experiences are, and all your emotions are very valuable, and I want to keep track of them as best as I can. All right? So you're okay with me writing things down? Okay, great. Well, so let's get back to that. What was the best day out of December for you? Okay. Why? Why do you think that was? Okay. Yeah, that sounds really fun, actually. I love ice skating. Okay, great. Now, we're gonna do the same thing, but this time I need for you to tell me what was the worst day of December, or the day you felt more anxious or less in control of your emotions. Okay. So the last day of December. No, it's completely fine. So many people feel so out of control, especially the last days of the year. They feel nostalgic, they feel that they're not accomplished enough, that they haven't met their expectations of what they should have done that year. But I want you to remember that from December to January, from one year to another, it's just one day, it's just one regular day. We are the ones who make something out of it. Really, you have the power to change things, to take responsibility, to be a better person every single day of the year. Not necessarily on New Year's, or I don't want you to think about it like it's a new year, so it's gotta be, there's gotta be something I gotta do. I think it's better to think about it in a healthier way, like, hey, today is a new day. What can I do today to make this day better? Okay, we'll get into that more. Don't worry about it. How about, oh no, it's okay, sweetheart, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Here you go. There you go. Yeah. Everything is okay here. Okay? Yeah. You go ahead. Don't worry. Is it okay if we keep talking? Do you want to take a moment? Alright, we'll take a moment. It's fine. I'm just gonna drink a little bit of tea. May I offer you some water or tea? Some water? That's fine. Do not worry about it. Is that okay? Okay, great. Do you need another Kleenex? You're okay with that one? Okay. I'm just gonna drink a little bit of tea, if that's fine. Yes, it's heart-shaped. And it holds the herbs in here. Yeah, it smells very nice. It's mango and green tea. It is really good. Are you sure you don't want any tea? Okay. So let's get back into it, alright? I want us to do the same thing that we just did, but for the month of November. Okay? So why don't we think about a good day? Okay. Go ahead. Okay. Alright. It does sound really great. And how about a bad day of that month? A really bad day of that month. Okay. Why do you think you felt bad that day? Okay. Alright, and now I would like for you to compare which bad day from December and from November do you think was worse for you? December. Okay. So in hindsight, the November day doesn't seem so bad. Just not a great day. Okay. That's good to know. And why don't we do that one more time for October? Okay? Yes? Feel free to go ahead. Okay. Okay. What about the bad day? would you say that day was also not as bad as December? Yeah. And how about comparing it to November? Not as bad. Okay. That's okay. Well, here's the thing. What I'm seeing is that there's this like buildup of emotions that we don't consider positive, growing throughout each month, getting closer to the new year. And it makes sense because the year is ending and the holidays are very hectic, and family is not always that great when it comes to helping us feel better. And it just kind of like builds up tension until the last day of the year, and maybe that day we feel miserable. And I think that's what has happened to you. Alright. But you can't necessarily point at something that made you feel bad. You just feel unaccomplished. You just feel like you're not good enough. And that's normal. We all feel that way one time or another. But I want you to think about that. What is not good enough about you? You have a perfectly functioning body. You're alive. You are able to walk. You're able to communicate your emotions. I think that's good enough for a person. You're like checking all the boxes for everything that should be okay with you. Anxiety is normal. Sadness is normal. Anger is normal. These are just emotions that help us cope with everyday traumas or events the best way we can. And your body and you are good enough at dealing with them. You might need a little bit of help analyzing them and recognizing your emotions, but I think you're doing a really good job. Okay? What I also see from the good days that you shared with me is that you feel best when you're in control of your activities. So you're telling me that, let's see, the happiest day of December was when you chose to go ice skating. Okay? And that's not only a choice you made for yourself, but it's also an activity that you enjoyed. And it's an outside activity. It's an activity that required a little bit of exercise, so that also releases endorphins, which are very good for positive emotions. And then you told me in November that you went trail walking, which is also another thing that you chose. Nobody else chose that for you. And as well, it was an outdoor activity. It was an sort of like an exercise activity, something very fun and relaxed and outside in nature. And even though it's freezing cold, you enjoyed it because you were outside doing something you wanted to do, that you liked, that made you feel good. Same thing with October, so I think there's like a pattern here. What I want you to do is keep that going. So every single day we have so many things that we are not in control of, but we have so many things that we are in control of, like how we choose to feel in the morning when we wake up, how we choose to get angry or sad at what somebody else has said to us or not. Whenever somebody is really mad at us and wants to make us feel bad, it's like they're giving us a present. So maybe don't think about it as a present, but if somebody holds something negative and they want to give it to you, when you respond by getting angry or feeling bad or feeling sad, you are taking that object, that negative energy, and carrying it yourself. But if somebody that has that bad energy wants to give you that bad energy and you choose not to accept it, then they're left holding that like object that makes them feel so bad. Does that make any sense? Okay, good. Another thing is I see that you really like to take control over your actions. So also you have the option of choosing to give yourself 20, 15 or 30 minutes of your day to exercise, however you please. Doesn't have to be going to the gym or running. It can be trail walking, it can be dancing, it could be an array of things, ice skating, that you choose to do. Okay, great. So I'm going to give you 3 assignments, and we're gonna end that session on that note. I like for my patients to be proactive about their emotions. I don't want to prescribe any medicine. I don't think your case is severe, and I think you have the power to turn things around for yourself. Okay? So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to start a journal. It doesn't have to be like, dear journal, today I did this, and that. It can be however you want it to be. So a summary of your day, maybe a sentence that encompasses how you felt that day, maybe bullet points of things that you observed that day. So you can do whatever you want with the journal, but I do want you to write on it daily. Okay? It can even be 1 word to describe today. Okay? Now, I also want you to, before you get out of bed, visualize all the things that you can do today to make that day better. Be it give yourself a healthy breakfast, do some exercise, talk to the person that you've been wanting to talk to for the longest time, doing that thing that you've never really done, but you know you can do it, so you want to do it, so just do it. Yeah. And the third task that I want you to do is, while thinking of all of those things in bed, I want you to just take a few deep breaths. So just a sec. Okay, so just while thinking of all of those things, I want you to, first of all, inhale deeply with your nose, and then exhale deeply with your mouth. And I want you to do that 5 times. Okay? If you want to do it more while you keep thinking about all the things you are capable of doing that you have control of, then by all means. But 5 deep breaths truly help stabilize our emotions for the day. Okay? Well, I'm really glad that we had the time to talk to each other. I'm very glad that you choose to come back with me, and we'll be proactive about this, and you'll see that in no time you won't even need to come with me anymore. Okay? Alright, so I'll see you in a month for our next session, and I wish you the best of luck. You'll do great. Okay? You're amazing. Okay, bye bye now.